I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage up $4 configure the road.
Today, from SoFi.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Steelers at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And, partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they are up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Reggie Gilliam with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is McDonald. Rolling to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Play action. It's McDonald
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Hey, check that, street.
They go play action with McDonald. They'll roll him out right. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They hand this off to Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Berrios. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down. Here's Burrow. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They're going right back to Hamler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Out to his left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So we've come to halftime. After halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Reggie Gilliam. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Reggie Gilliam. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McDonald. Got an open man at Schwartz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's McDonald to throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 25 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
McDonald sets to throw. On the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. They'll roll him out right. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Reggie Gilliam with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Again, it's Burrow. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Big 13.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Off the play fake. McDonald out to his left. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony Schwartz, 40 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Burrow going to throw again. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Rolling to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, and I don't know if last year is a rookie. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
A give to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They run again with Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdowns.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual with my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I
go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for